Yeah,
Okay, so we have a session today by Dr. Paulo. He's been for 2 years with IIT, and he has been a regular member. Now he has been promoted to be the vice president at IIT. He's been an HCM marketing and into transactional analysis. He is an MBA marketing and finance, BPA in psychology, and a PhD in philosophy. With this short introduction, I would hand over to Sir for today's session on transactional analysis in organizational development. Over to you, sir.
thank you, Jyoti. Thank you for taking out your time out of your busy schedule. Thank you for your introduction. Well, friends, welcome to you. You know, I am a transactional analyst. You all know that TA is theory of personality, theory of communication. TA is useful for in organization, education institute, psychotherapy, and counseling. We are talking about TA in organization. So we talk about three philosophical assumptions. People are okay. You and I have worth, value, dignity as people. We may be highly qualified or we may be highly rich, but it does not matter. As people, we have got our own value and dignity. Everyone has a capacity to think. We decide what we want. Whatever we are today, it is because we have decided to be like that. Third is people decide their own destiny by writing our life script during 0 to 6 years. You know, in movie and drama has got their own script. So the producer select script, but in our case, we have written in our own script. We can examine and we can change it. Now, when we come to organizational philosophical assumption, there are three important aspects that every employee is an intangible asset of company as well as nation as well as world. Companies spend money on their education, skill, and work experience. So by removing an employee, company lose, the nation lose, and the world lose a skilled person. The assets of company owned by the individuals are national and global property. Owners are only custodian. Underutilization of an employee and assets of the company, it's a waste of the company, national waste and global waste affecting national and global economy. So we have to consider all these aspects. Now, the goal of TA is autonomy. There are three types of autonomy. Self-governance include behavioral, emotional, and cognitive autonomy. In organizational configuration, a virtual organization linked by electronic form of communication, people are connected from the various countries, various states, various offices. So the electronic form is the communication media, enable employees to become more autonomous, psychologically healthier employees. Now, there are four aspects to be covered in this today's session. One is personality ego state model. Well, friends, you all know that an organization means they are managed by the persons. Persons include employees and owners. Now, psychologically, we are structured as parent, adult, child. So we all started as children. 0 to 6 years is our child life. At 7, we started developing our parent ego state. We started copying our parents. After 13, we have developed our own adult ego state. Here in now situation, problem solving skill. I just want to tell you, when we are in organization, there are times we have to be
G2
as child ego state. For example,
ஏங்க G2 வந்து
45%
டீச்சர்
of our
மெசேஜ்
energy we
போட்டிருக்காங்க,
have to
அவங்க
spend in
கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்காங்கன்னு பாருங்க.
tuition, creativity, and friendliness. Only then that individual creativity will be available. There are times we are seniors, so we have to have a parental approach. We have to care, love, encourage, and support our colleagues and juniors. And adult ego state is, instead of keeping the past things in the mind or future, always be in the present. We should always have a problem solving approach. Second important aspect is communication. Communication means there are three modes are there: transaction, strokes, and time structuring. When we talk about transaction, it is exchange of communication. So when we communicate with each other, it should be smooth and comfortable parallel transaction. We should not cross it. We should not use ulterior transaction with ulterior motive. Then in that case, nobody get hurt. You can go on talking without having bad feeling. When we talk about strokes, it is actually appreciation, positive and unconditional strokes for the job motivation. An employee get motivated when you give him a stroke. For example, you've done a good job, you are smart, I know you will do it. So when you make these strokes, the employee get motivated and he will be willing to do the jobs of that boss again. Use principle of different strokes for different strokes. Now when we talk about structuring, we spend about 18 week hours in spending 6 ways. They are withdrawal, rituals, pastime, activities, game, and intimacy. I'm not explaining this here again because we have got limited time. But withdrawal is nothing but there are time because we feel we are scared of the people, or we feel we are not very comfortable, confident, so we withdraw. Rituals are nothing but the routine that we do daily in the daytime. Pastime is psychological games. We chit chat, and we tea time, or we go for watching the some small activities on the internet. So we waste a lot of time in pastime. Activities means real job activity. Games are nothing but psychological games, and intimacy is free and frank friendship. Now we have to see, record every day how we spend the time, and we have to try and restructure the a day's time and allot more time for activities, collecting information, working together, supporting each other, helping. So if you give activity a priority, the productivity of the company will go up. Now we go to live script. When we talk about live script, every movie and drama has got a script. So the producer select a script. But in our case, we write our own script. But for the organization, there is nothing like script. It is a script of the people. Mostly in the company, the script of the founder is implemented. So we should avoid that, because if the founder's script is implemented in the company, it will be nothing but a reflection of his personal behavior. Now let's talk about 4 components. One is winner and loser. A person who had a happy childhood is a winner. He has got options to win, and he accepts people around him, and he accepts the reality. On the other contrary, the people who had a very unhappy childhood is a loser. He is not confident. He has got low self-esteem. He doesn't accept people around him. But in organization, we should have only people who are winners, because losers sometimes they harm themselves, they harm others in various ways. Now life position is again, a happy childhood makes you a high self-esteem, accept people around you, and you have options to win. Whereas in the case of and he feel I am okay, you are okay. He basically accept everybody and reality. In the case of unhappy children, people who had unhappy childhood, they are a loser. They are losers, non-winners. Sorry, they are basically, they feel either inferiority complex, I am not okay, you are okay, or superiority complex, I am okay, you are not okay, or pessimistic approach. People with any life position, that is attitude other than I am okay, you are okay, they are likely to damage the organization, because every time they deal with people, they hurt people. The third is injunction. When we talk about injection, it is don't do messages. There are 12 to 16 injection. So because of lack of time, I am not explaining all the 16, but I would like to discuss only one injunction, that is don't be important. In the childhood, children are not given due attention. They are neglected. So a child feel that I am not very important for my parents. In the grown up, this person will not be able to take leadership. He feel I am not very important. If you are asked him to speak on the stage, he will not be able to do that. So we have to be careful as parents that we don't give any injunction. Similarly, in the organization, we should not treat colleagues or uh, juniors as small children. Don't do instruction, don't do that, don't do this, do this with my permission. We should have autonomy in each one of them. And the last one is driver behavior. Driver behaviors are nothing but compulsive behaviors. Hurry up, be perfect, be strong, those compulsive behaviors. So we should not give compulsive behaviors commands. Now we have the fourth analysis in organization, that is called psychological game. Now you see the picture here. In the picture, you see two people talking, communicating, but you see behind them they have knives. That means though they are talking friendly, but in reality they have something in their mind. Now basically ulterior transactions are game. When you talk about ulterior transactions, a transaction which has got an ulterior motive. Now people ask, how do I know whether I am playing a game or not? Well, there is a simple symptom. If you feel bad after a transaction, then you have played a game. So we should be careful that every time we communicate with people, whether if we feel bad or whether the other person feel bad. If you or the other person felt bad, that means you have made a you have played a game. Okay. Now let's talk about there is a formula. C is communication, G is gimmick, that is a response, S is called stimulus, what the person reply, and then there is a confusion, and there is a payoff. So the result of a transaction is what you have planned. Now you have a look at the drama triangle. Drama triangle, there is a prosecutor, rescuer, and victim. Persecutor is always find fault. They criticize, punish those people. Rescuer is the one who try to help the victim, and the victim is always he feel inferior and he feel inadequate. So in both in the corporate as well as in home, we have this psychological drama, and that we have to end. Otherwise, we in organization we lose productivity. It affects the economics of the company, economics of the nation, and economics of the world. So we should be careful about that. Well, friends, now this is a small session of 30 minutes. I have a paid session coming up on November 25th to 28th, 5:30 to 7:30. It will be either on Zoom or Google Meet. So those who are interested to attend, they can send me on my message on WhatsApp 9822876170. Well, friends, as a human being, to survive in the family, we have to live and let live. In the organization, again, we have to live and let live. We have to support, or we live with colleagues as a give and take. And in the national level, we have to accept all people at national level. Then only we can accept our customers. There are, we are divided by 4 regions: northern region, southern region, eastern region, western region. If you have got some dislike for some region or some caste or some language, then we will not be able to, be functional very effectively. Similarly, on an international level, we must be accept all countries as one, one community. Whatever we produce, it's a national economy, but it is also a global economy. So we should try and help each other so that our company grow, our nation grow, and our globally we grow. So this is very important. So please, uh, learn this TA concept and be functional, be effective, increase the productivity, increase the national economy, increase the global economy. So here I conclude my topic.